All right, welcome back to Mastering Menopause. And today I'm so excited to bring on this woman, amazing woman. Her name, I know her as Anna Rockstar Fitness. Her name is actually Anna Wilson. I found her on TikTok and I think you guys are going to love her. So go find Anna Rockstar Fitness on Instagram or TikTok, and you guys, you're going to see, right? You're going to thank me next week. You're going to be like, I love her energy. She's awesome. And Anna, thank you very much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for that introduction. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Your videos are, I love your energy, your style, your music, right? I'm like, yeah, this Aww. Is I'm like, we would be friends if we lived closer together for sure.
I'm sure.
So that's like the power of social media, right? You feel like you know somebody, even though you don't, right? But it's that connection to it. I really just love your vibe. So that's why I reached out to you, and I've been following you for a while. And what kept why I'm like, I have to get her on because you've had a weight loss journey successful and you're doing all the things and walking the walk and talking the talk. And recently you just underwent skin removal surgery and breast augmentation. And so I kind of wanted to get your story on that. But would you mind introducing yourself? What do you do in your training business?
Yes, in my world. Thank you. Yeah. Absolutely. So I used to be a nurse. I've had a few careers, but my last career I was an OR nurse, the Children's Hospital. And I've had some other nursing jobs. But at the end of 2019, because I have had such great success with maintenance after losing over 60 pounds, I just got really passionate about health and fitness and helping other women reach their goals, because they also were asking me for help, and I was just naturally helping and encouraging and motivating all the time. And so it just became this passionate thing. Like I was just like, I have to do this. I want to become a coach, and I'm going to do it online. And my husband thought I was crazy. Like I knew he was going to think I was crazy, but I had this dream and I wanted to do that. So at the beginning of 2020, I started my online health and fitness coaching business, Anna Rockstar Fitness, but I lead a group called Rock That Fitness. It's all women, and we teach on nutrition and strength training, and a big part of everything we do is mindset. So that's what I've been doing ever since, and I started my business right before the pandemic. So when the pandemic hit, everybody was freaking out, and I was a little like, well, I'm online. How can this be a problem? Right. And it all turned out fine. It actually turned out great. So yeah, but I lost all of my weight. A few different times I had lost weight. I just kept going back to Weight Watchers and WW. But for me, the last time I went was the last time. And it was because the game changer for me was two things. Big time, I hadn't done strength training. So I started strength training, and it just changed me from, of course, physically, but also there's a mental side of that too. And that was just a game changer for me. So there was that. And so my training started to become more intense. I started getting more serious about my training, strength training, my cardio, just everything. And not to the point where I was like fanatical, just a balanced way of living a healthy, fit life. And
you enjoy it, right? I can tell you enjoy it.
I really do. But
when did you start? Like when did that start, right? Because you're 52 now?
I'm 51. I'll be
51. You're gonna be 52. So when did you actually have that last time? Like how old were you when you actually found the weight training and started doing that?
I was 47.
See, it's never too late.
Never too late. And I lost 60 pounds, but because my training was very consistent and I didn't understand how I could maintain what I had achieved and continue to improve in my fitness and my strength and the goals that I had for myself aesthetically, I knew I needed to understand my nutrition better. So Weight Watchers wasn't doing that for me. and I was a struggle. So as a nurse, I understood nutrition, but I really wanted to understand it even deeper. So that's when I got my certification as a personal trainer and nutrition coach with NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. And then I started to apply these scientific approaches, the evidence-based approach, to my own health, my own fitness. And because, we want to make sure that our energy balance is really balanced, that we're not coming in deficient when it comes to our calories, but that we're eating as many calories as our body needs to be living, happy, functioning, healthy life.
So let me guess, you didn't lose your weight on a 1,200 calorie diet.
I mean, unless you're maybe 4 foot tall, maybe, I don't know. No, the whole 1,000 calories, 1,200 calories, or whatever your food tracker is telling you is typically not a good approach for your calories.
Right.
So I guess, does that to answer your question? Yeah. And so I started my business, kept on strength training. Strength training is like the biggest thing for me, even though I've always loved fitness, but got into strength training in 2017. And that's just been a huge game changer for me. And the thing that helped me as far as my weight loss and maintenance is that I love fitness. I love activity. I love the outdoors. I love adventure. I could be active all day long. But the problem, or the key for me, was understanding my nutrition, because that was the part that I just time after time just kept on falling off the rail, whatever you want to call it, falling off the wagon. So really dialed that in and had gotten a better understanding. And so that too was a big deal. Not going back to a diet, going back to another program, but actually learning what I needed to learn for myself. Yeah. So I get to do this every single day. I get to help other women do the same things. So how exciting that is.
It is exciting to have somebody pull them out of that depth of, you don't have to starve yourself, same approach, right? I want my ladies losing on as many calories as possible.
Right.
Just scary for them, and it's like, embrace, what's scary is having to think that you can't have a Twinkie, for the rest of your life, or whatever it is that you want. I actually don't eat Twinkies, but
right. I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
So the balance. So you lose the weight, you're successful, you're maintaining, and you're happy, right?
Yeah.
So what led you to the surgery?
Well, so if you had struggled with your weight for a significant period of time, which was most of my adult life, I had gained weight, lost weight. Never did I ever reach like a personal goal weight. I hate to even use that word, but a personal body composition that I was happy with my body. So when I had reached closer to what I would call my happy weight, goal weight, I started to realize that the trend was continuing and what I was doing was working. So I'm like, heck yeah, man, let's see what goes on. Let's see what happens. There's a fit chick inside of this girl, and I want to see what she looks like. I had this drive. I'm going to see what she really looks like. So I kept at my strength training, dialing in my nutrition to where I could get leaner and actually see the muscle, because people, you can do all the exercise you want, but if the fat's covering the muscle, you're not going to see it. And we all have our own goals. Well, that was mine, to look. I mean, I knew I was fit at some point, right? But I wanted to look fit.
Yeah.
That was my goal. So as I did that for the longest time, yes, the skin started to get loose, but thankfully I had lost my weight at a slow pace. So I believe that the skin kind of did its job and shrunk along with me, because I lost my weight slowly over a period of time. In fact, 18 months total to get to my personal goal weight or whatever. And in that time, if I calculated it out, it turned out to be about 3.33 pounds per month.
Yeah.
So in terms of people dieting and trying to lose weight fast, that doesn't sound like very much, right? Like 3 pounds, 4 pounds a month. But
you dropped 60 pounds.
That's right. That's what matters. And it was sustainable. It was a way that I was able to still enjoy my fun foods, my fun drinks. I'll tell you, I never deprived myself. I did enjoy beers. I did enjoy pizza. I love all that stuff. So it's not like I was starving myself along the way. And so as that time went on and I reached this place, I kept on working on my fat loss because I felt like, well, let's see what I need to do, like, how am I going to, is this going to ever go away? Well, it didn't go away. I just was living with it, loose skin. A lot of us end up with loose skin. That's just part of the story. If you have
that doesn't get discussed a lot, right? Like
yeah,
it's gonna happen, right?
Very much.
You think you're gonna get to your goal and this is gonna be amazing, and then realize like, oh, there's
right. And that is one of the key things that I teach my clients and the women in Rock That Fitness is, look, whatever ideas you have about how you're going to look when you lose all the weight, you got to just throw that away, because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you're going to look like. And none of us can compare to anyone else because we each have our own individual genetics that play a role in what you look like. We're not all the same height. We're not all the same, we're all shaped differently. So the goal is, what is the best version of you? How can you show up to be the best you? And that's what I was trying to do. So I did. That was the best me. The best me was lean, strong, fit, with loose skin. And
you lost your girls.
And the girls went away. They left. I got left with what I call tea bags. That's what I had.
I call it eggs sliding off a plate.
Yeah. But the funny thing is that I've been living like that for years, over 4 years at maintenance, like that, with the loose skin, without any breasts to show for anything. And it didn't bother me for the longest time, because in my subconscious mind, I truly believed that I was associating those large breasts with being fat, because when I had larger breasts was when I was overweight, and it was uncomfortable, hot, sweaty. I couldn't stand it. Trying to find a bra that fits comfortable, the right bra, all of those things. Mm-hmm. And so in my mind, I believe that I had struggled with that for so long that good riddance. I don't deal with that anymore. I can do everything I want without that in the way. But then, after some more time went by, and I haven't been much of a fashion person, but I started thinking, you know what? I'm not old yet. Let's get some fashion going on here. And I started, shopping, trying clothes on, especially since I'm the lead singer of my band here locally.
Yeah.
I like to perform, and I'm like, I want to wear I want to look good. I want to perform.
Let's Stevie Nicks us up.
So I go shopping, and then this happens and that happens, and I'm trying on these new tops and these cute things, and nothing looks good. I'm like, what is wrong? I've worked so hard on my body. I mean, why can't I look good in a top? And so it started to wear on me. It started to bother me. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, I think I should go ahead and consider this. So a couple of years ago, I went and had a consultation. I wasn't even thinking about the loose skin. I was like, oh, I can deal with that. Loose skin, who cares? But at that time, I was thinking I wanted to have breast augmentation. Got the consult. I was a little freaked out by the price, and then I wasn't sure. So that kind of got a back burner. Yeah. And then now, over the past year, or about a year ago or so, I was thinking, I started feeling more and more like I couldn't stand this loose skin, because I'm going to have to live the rest of my life healthy, fit. That's great, which I'm I have so much gratefulness, gratitude for my health. But if I'm able to, and I started saving my money, I want to get rid of the loose skin. Now, having breast augmentation, it was like, what did I want more? Like, do I want to lose the skin, so I was like really more focused on trying to get rid of the loose skin. I felt like that was what I really wanted. But then I started shopping again, and then it just hit me. I tried on this top, and I thought, I'll never be able to wear this top unless I have something to put in it.
A little something to put in it, yeah.
And I remember that day very vividly, leaving the store, heading to my car, and thinking, yeah, I'm ready for this. I had a long talk about this with my husband, and I was like, I'm just not sure about the breast. I really want to get rid of the skin. I had another consultation with a new surgeon, told me everything we could do. And I was telling my husband, I think I'll just be happy to get rid of the loose skin, because for as often as I would enjoy having breast, that would be when I'm wearing a cute top or when I'm wearing my bikini, which isn't every day. So I think I could live without breast. But then he said, you know what? I know you. And if you go and get the skin removed, eventually you're going to want to go ahead and get breast augmentation. So just do it all.
Yeah.
And he was right. He was definitely right. So I said, yeah.
And now you can just wear a bikini every day.
Good. Hey, I was wearing a bikini every day in the house all the time anyway. I did. Like, I do that. I didn't used to wear a bikini before I lost all the weight, but I am a free person and I just love the freedom of not having to wear like a bunch of clothes and stuff. So, you know what I mean? Like, just be you. If you can work from home and be in a bikini, why not? Then take a break, go outside, come back in, do some work.
So,
yeah.
I love that. Like, it's okay to not be happy, right? With yourself, right? I mean, as long as you're happy, that came out the wrong way. It's okay to want to improve yourself, you know? And usually it is a work in progress. Alexa, stop. The child, I have to be reminded to drink water.
Oh, that's cool. So you're right. And I'm glad that you bring this up because I'll tell you, it took me a good while to think that through, that part of it. This was not some flippant decision that I made. I really put a lot of thought and contemplation. I pondered it deeply for a long time before I even started talking to my followers and my friends, because I've been followed by a lot of people for a long time. And I always preach self-care, self-love, right where you are, love yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. Like, I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to do this. How is that going to look? Like, I'm not good enough. My body's not good enough, so I have to go change it. Like, you know, you have to play devil's advocate when you're going to make a decision like this that's going to impact your life. And it's not that I care what other people think in that way, but I do care in the sense that I love the women that I work for, that I serve, and I don't ever want them to feel like they're not good enough. I believe that I was good enough. I was happy with my body. I could have lived the rest of my life without the surgery. I wasn't ugly towards myself like that, you know, not in that way. But yes, I think there's a point where it's okay if you want to make some changes and you're able to, and it makes you feel better about your body. I don't see anything different than that, than what, piercing your ears, wearing makeup every single day, you know, getting your hair, change your hair color. These are just things that make you feel good, right? Go wear some clothes that you love to wear that makes you feel good about yourself. And I know surgery, that's more drastic, I understand. But at the same time, it's really not in the scope of trying to make what you feel good about yourself. I didn't do this for anybody else but myself. Honestly, it's something that I did for myself. And it makes me, now I'm on the other side, and it's amazing. Like, I knew I was going to feel better, but I didn't know I was going to be like going nuts. Like, oh my God, I love what I did to myself. Like, I'm so glad. I can't even tell you, like, I can't wait to go shopping and buy clothes. I still haven't had a chance. I'm not ready yet. I'm still having some healing going on.
Yeah.
But I did go buy some bras, and I got to take some of them back because I'm having bra issues. I still haven't figured it all out, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very happy. And I think it's okay to change things that you are able to. But also, I think it's okay if you're not able to. You know what? We have to celebrate the things that we are able to do to take care of ourselves and feel our best. Because the bottom line is, what it comes down to is our health. I mean, yes, I worked hard to take care of my body and lose weight, but so many women can lose all of the weight and still not be happy with their body. They look in the mirror and they have all of these criticisms about themselves because they're comparing themselves to whoever else that they've been watching or seeing on TV, social media. You know the drill.
Yeah.
And so they keep on thinking, I need to lose that last 5 pounds, that last 5. Now that kind of brings us into a whole different thing, because if you're doing programs where all you're doing is losing weight, then you're not ever gonna be happy, because there's a certain thing you have to do called like build muscle. So your muscle will show, so you can have some shape if you want to. Because let's face it, like you could weigh 150 pounds and be muscular and look amazing, or you could be, weigh 150 pounds and shape at all. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I focus on. I'm always saying that it's no good to lose the weight if it's just flapping in the wind there.
Right. Yeah. And I used to say, like, just you got to fill in the skin, the skin as you're losing the weight. It does take time. It takes longer to recomposition your body than it does to just lose weight. I mean,
yeah. And I tell my ladies that all the time, right? Fat loss is easy. Fat loss is fast, right? Replacing that at the same time, it can be done, but you're going to lose fat way faster than you're going to gain muscle.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And then there's that phenomenon of like, where if you do it correctly, right, we may not even see a ton of weight coming off, right?
Absolutely.
But we see that fat loss happen and the measurements happen, but people get so hung up on that number, like, wait, I didn't lose any weight. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You just lost 15.5 inches.
Yes.
Who cares?
Right. That's exactly right. Ask yourself this. If you got to if you weighed 10 pounds heavier than whatever happy scale weight you're hoping for, but you weigh 10 pounds more, but you look in the mirror and you look phenomenal and you love your body, what's going to matter? Is that scale number going to matter anymore? I don't think so. I can tell you from experience, I got down to 135 pounds at 5'6", and then right before my surgery, I weighed 147 pounds. So I had gained 140, or I had gained, 17, where am I at? I can't even, yes, 17 pounds, right? Are you doing the math? I'm not a math person. But did I say to myself, oh my gosh, I weighed that much on the scale? That's not even where I was when I reached my goal weight. No, it didn't matter, because I knew, look at the mirror, feel your clothes. I mean, it's more than that scale. It's your measurements. It's how you feel and look in the mirror too.
Yeah.
So yeah, 100%. Tell yourself that. If you had your dream body, would the number on the scale really matter anymore? Really? Would it?
Can I ask you a weird question? You're like,
yes, of course. I love weird questions. Ask away.
Did they weigh the skin? Like, did they say like how much of that came off?
Yeah, I asked the same question. The way that they measure it though is in cc's or milliliters. But if you were to do the,
because you took off and then you added.
Yeah. So what ended up happening? Funny thing is, it just kind of canceled itself out, really, because what happened was I lost in body tissue. Sorry, I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. I lost in body tissue, I think about 1 pound, if you do the calculation, but I basically added 1 pound. So it wasn't very significant in terms of weight.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I'm gonna go and undergo surgery to lose weight. You know what I mean.
No, but that's a really good point, because they did have to, when they do a tummy tuck, which with me, I didn't know I was going to have a full tummy tuck. I thought I was going to just be getting a partial tummy tuck, which means they only take the skin down and remove it, and they let you maintain your own personal belly button. And that's what I thought I was going to surgery for. Obviously, I did sign all the consents just in case. And it turns out they had to do a full tummy tuck, because when the body is completely relaxed like that, when you're under general anesthesia, they pull the skin down and then they determine whether or not they need to do a full tummy tuck or partial. And I had a lot of skin that wasn't accounted for whenever they checked me in as a consultation, because, well, you're not completely relaxed when they're pulling on your skin. So I did have a full tummy tuck, and they had to redo my belly button. And so when they do that, if you can imagine, if they pull your skin down for a tummy tuck, now that's changing the shape of your torso right here all around. And if they didn't do some other minor things, like some minor liposuction around your back, around underneath your flank area,
Yeah.
you're gonna look like SpongeBob. So, squared off. And
Yeah.
so they did have to do a little bit of lipo right in my lower back. And that's it. They didn't do any on my top, on my front. I really went into surgery with hardly any body fat. My doctor didn't want me to lose any more fat. He's like, don't. But they have to do that for body contouring. So that's what I mean when I say body tissue total was less than a pound.
Yeah.
It was the skin as well as whatever fat they had sucked out. And they had also taken some skin from right below my butt cheeks that was loose as well. So I have those incisions too. And they took off some skin right underneath my butt cheeks.
Woo.
So, yeah.
So that's a lot. It's been 6 weeks.
Yeah. It's been
Right?
6 weeks. Yes.
You just got back at the gym. Like you guys do yourself a favor, follow her either on Instagram or TikTok. I found her on TikTok, and you were so excited to go to the gym, right? And your videos are fantastic. And she's documented her whole journey through on social media. So any interest that you have, please go follow. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to make sure that I got that in there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I'm very open book. I have nothing to hide. I've been sharing everything online, on TikTok, on Instagram, and my podcast. I tell all the details of me finding out that I had a full tummy tuck because I didn't know it. Even the first 2 weeks, I didn't realize. I started looking at my belly button going, that doesn't look like my belly button.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been quite an interesting. And one of the things I do want to say is if you do follow me and you go and watch my story, or anybody who has watched my story, I want you to know that I don't think that the average person doing what I did, all of these procedures, the tummy tuck, the skin being taken right below my butt, the breast augmentation, I don't believe the average person is going to have the same recovery time that I did. I mean, I went in there as an athlete, basically.
Yeah.
Strong. I know people that have done a tummy tuck and they have to use a walker to walk around after surgery. I never did. I didn't even have to have help getting up and down from the toilet because I had strong legs. So I just don't want anybody to go in thinking that, oh, look at Anna, she did it. Whoa, it was a breeze. It wasn't a breeze. So I can't imagine somebody going into these procedures without being in the best shape possible for yourself. So you want to give yourself the best opportunity for healing faster and without complications. So yeah, I know people probably see me and go, whoa, I'm going to do that, because that scares me. Them to see me and I'm doing so well, which I'm so grateful and thankful for, but I know that the average person does not recover like I did.
That's interesting too, because like I knew you were going to come out of that strong, right? Because of the shape that you were in, right? Like she's going to rock it, right? Because they say it could be 6 to 12 weeks, right? For recovery time, right? And I know I'm like, she's going to be on that short end, right? Right?
Yeah, but I didn't know. It was still scary. Like, what's going to happen?
I know you don't know. Yeah. I knew you would have an advantage as far as that goes, because of the shape that you're in. You do. I've seen you running. You're a cyclist. You're in the gym, right? And just doing the things like we talked about at the beginning, walking the walk, talking the talk. So
yeah, and it's really all it just comes down to is living your best healthy, fit life. We only get one shot at this, Kathy. So it's a big difference whenever you're taking care of yourself every day or when you're not. And I'm going to take this opportunity to talk to any woman who is working on themselves. Do not ever give up on yourself, ever. And just keep working, keep asking the questions you need to ask for you personally, because this is your journey and nobody can walk this journey but you. So find out what you got to find out, learn everything you can for yourself, and apply the tools for yourself. And it takes time. So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and have fun along the way. Because if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Have fun, because you know you're heading in the right direction, and that's a great feeling.
That's awesome. You could not smile when you see Anna's videos. So where can everybody follow you? I know I've kind of dropped it, but I'm gonna leave the links too, but what's your handle on TikTok?
Anna Rockstar.
Okay. Same with Instagram.
Anna Rockstar on TikTok, Anna Rockstar Fitness on Instagram. And then you can find my podcast is Rock That Fitness with Anna Rockstar. I just launched it in July.
Yeah.
So that's where you can find me. And
then your website is Anna Rockstar Fitness?
Yes, AnnaRockstarFitness.com. So
all right, awesome. When's your book coming out? Right?
Oh my gosh. Give me another decade of this.
Some more experience, life experience.
Yeah. Let my husband calm down. He's like, he's still spinning. Like,
I thank you so much. Do you have anything that you want to add, that you want to say? I think that was a great
No,
message.
I do want to say thank you, Kathy, for having me on your podcast, and everybody listening. You guys, this woman right here is amazing, has a passion and care for you. She's doing and saying all the same stuff I am. We're both on the same team. So keep watching her too. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I look forward to seeing your next videos.
All right. We'll see you. See you on TikTok.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, Anna.
All right. You're welcome. Bye-bye.